Warm welcome. Let's take you directly to where the story is developing today, and that is Ram Leela Maidan in the national capital, Delhi. Why we do say that? Because that is the epicenter today, where Narendra Modi will be addressing a rally kickstarting the BJP campaign for Delhi. And is Delhi in campaign mode or not? We're going to cut across to our reporters, 7 of them, getting you the very latest coming in. We already joined by our senior news editor inside the Ram Leela Maidan, Sanket Upadhyay. We have from the Aam Aadmi Party in the studio, Atishi Marlena. We have Mr. Ramachandran, political analyst, and from Mumbai joining us is Shaina NC of the BJP. Sanket, I want to directly cut across to you right in the beginning. Have people started trickling in right now?
Well, Preeti, much to the delight of Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal, who thought that, there is some sort of irregularity in the way we are commenting or actually saying that the seats are not filling up. Much to his delight, there are now people in the front row. We are seeing that people are trickling in. We never made any comment. All we were saying is that this is eventually going to happen. So people are coming in. The second row is also full. The third row is also. So we are seeing that the crowd has started gathering. Like any other political rally, it also takes time for people to be seated. And we are expecting that around 12:30 now. 12:30 is when Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected to make his speech here at the Ram Leela Maidan. Now it's going to be quite significant because all eyes will be on what he is going to say. Is he going to keep it largely political? Will he attack his political opponents? That is something which will be interesting. Number 2, will he keep it more SOP-based or announcement-based? Will there be certain, announcements that will be made for the national capital, for the people of Delhi, apart from the ones that have already been made? Will he reiterate those old announcements or not? Or is it going to be a mix of all these combined, along with Narendra Modi's side of oratory skills? Now that is something which is there will be in fact very interesting to notice once Narendra Modi is here. But on this hand, we can see that the stage is also set. Sanjeev is going to have a bit of a problem showing you the stage because there are a number of media contingent gathered here. More than 150 to 200 cameras that are presently gathered here from across all networks, regional as well as national, who are in fact gathered here. It's a mela of sorts for the national media at the Ram Leela Maidan. The stage is set. Senior leadership of the Bharatiya Janata Party is on the stage. We did speak to Satish earlier today, who said that they are very excited about this particular rally because they feel that this is going to be the defining moment as far as the BJP is concerned. Remember, it's a prestige battle for the Bharatiya Janata Party, Preeti. We have in fact been discussing, because if the BJP does not win and win considerably from the halfway mark, the Delhi Assembly elections, then it is somehow going to be a commentary on the Bharatiya Janata Party's leadership here in Delhi. Maybe, and that is, they have put all the eggs Narendra Modi, fighting under Narendra Modi's brand value, putting their best foot forward. To see what is going to happen once those assembly election dates are announced by the Election Commission. But yes, excitement peaking here at Ram Leela Maidan.
All right, so the chairs and the ground filling up. Atishi claims that they are mostly from Uttar Pradesh and Haryana. She was quoting a Delhi police advisory. Quoting a Delhi police advisory. We're also going to cut across to Shaina, but there's a reason why we don't have Congress representation today on this panel. They refuse to come, and that's the reason I want to bring in Mr. Ramachandran, our political analyst who's in the studio. The very fact the Congress actually refused to even represent themselves in this debate and many other debates across television channels goes on to show their relevance in the situation, in the political dynamics of Delhi.
I find it quite amazing that the BJP, even in a worst case scenario, sends a representative or nominates one, or whoever it is does appear on television and take the hard questions. Some of them stand up to it and speak quite confidently, irrespective of anything. But the Congress wants to somehow hide itself under a table when it comes to an issue like this. And here the only thing is that Mr. Modi is going to launch the campaign for the Delhi Assembly elections. Now, be that as it may, I think they are willing to stand up and take those questions and argue about it. Right, wrong, indifferent is another issue. But the Congress doesn't want to do that. you know, irrespective of everything, how political parties function, if Congress had been in power today, well, they would have also tried to, you know,
but it also
secure
goes on,
crowds.
Mr. Ramachandran, to suggest that how, you know, a year and a half back, Aam Aadmi Party practically fought this election against the Congress, against Sheila Dikshit.
Absolutely.
A year from now, they're fighting it against the BJP. The Congress, you know, in all of this in 1 year, from being the main contender, now is completely a fringe player.
It's not only a fringe player, but they have also said, I mean, they haven't said it, but they've acknowledged that they don't have much of a chance in these assembly elections. And I think Mrs. Sheila Dikshit, the former chief minister here, has already made it clear that,
Right.
you know, we would extend our support to the Aam Aadmi Party. I think it is essentially to send a message to the Aam Aadmi Party,
Right.
not to be churlish like they were last time, but in a worst case scenario, if they
Right.
required the support of the Congress Party, they would be willing to do so. I think
Right.
in the politics of today, the Congress definitely understands that its chances of winning, at least
Yes.
in the national capital, is minuscule, and therefore,
Right.
in the prevailing situation,
Sanket wants to come in, Mr. Ramachandran. Let him come in. Sanket.
Well, Preeti, just a short point that I wanted to make. One part of the discussion is obviously political. The other part of the discussion should, in fact, be, security. Now, the two aspects to security also, security of Delhi, we have in fact seen that that has been a major cause of concern, security for women, safety of women, and the other is generally the levels of security in the national capital, particularly as far as this rally is concerned. Preeti, let me quickly show you, and something that Sanjeev and I just spotted. There is a Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Civic Center, the office of the MCD, very close to the Ramlila Maidan. You have police constables and police presence even on top of that huge building. Now that to keep a bird's eye view of any suspicious movement as far as this particular rally is concerned. We have seen that the ITBP, the NSG, the Delhi police, the Special Protection Group, I mean, the works as far as the security is concerned, because considering what all is happening, the
Right.
general safety and security scenario all over the world, the Paris, shootouts that actually took place, the security establishment and the apparatus here is not leaving anything to chance, and that is why top those tall buildings or on the ground, there is a massive layer of security that has been put in place.
All right, Atishi wants to come in, yes.
I think that this actually really reflects the reality of Delhi. It reflects the reality of Delhi that Sanket himself talked about, the fact that there seems to have been some incident of a rape in Delhi. As far as women's security goes, no police is ever available. As far as PCR vans go, no police is ever available to protect the common man. But when the Prime Minister has to have a rally, when there's a VIP's home, then all the security is
All right, I
available.
want to bring
This
it.
actually reflects what Delhi needs.
All right,
This
I want to bring
reflects
in
the fact
China.
that Delhi police actually
China,
needs
what
to
is
be
the
brought under
BJP?
control
What-
and needs to be answerable to the people of Delhi, and doesn't need to be answerable to the Home Minister, to the Prime
Right.
Minister, and to all the other VIPs who reside in Delhi.
Right, Shaina, what are we expecting from the Prime Minister today? We can see massive cutouts. He is the Prime Minister, he is not the chief ministerial face where Delhi comes into play for the BJP. But what are we expecting from him today? Is there a blueprint that he's going to give out, a vision for New Delhi? That's one of the main reasons that Aam Aadmi Party has taken the BJP on fighting this campaign on a negative note and not actually giving out on what they want to bring to the table.
No, absolutely. I think that our Prime Minister has not just come with a vision for Delhi. This would be the first time in the history post-independent India that you will have the same government in the centre as you will have in Delhi state vis-a-vis the BJP. And our vision plan is not just based on some random vision plan which is going to be a manifesto which is not implemented, or a responsibility which is not espoused to the best of our ability. Whether it is the electricity cuts, whether it is the water solution, whether it is ensuring statehood for Delhi, I think all of these are priorities for our government. But I think it is imperative to have a stable government at the outset, because only when you have a stable government do you get good leadership who delivers on the good governance plank. You have the Prime Minister who has been a campaign mascot for all our states.
But Shaina, do you admit, does your party
Jharkhand,
admit that this is going to be a fight?
Well.
Does your party admit that this is going to be now a direct fight with the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal? We just established there as well. And it is common knowledge that the Congress is clearly at the fringe at this juncture.
Absolutely not.
You don't think, Arvind Kejriwal doesn't matter for the BJP?
No.
I have a question to
No,
Shaina.
I think what matters is what our vision plan is.
Okay.
It's very well for the AAP to take responsibility, shun responsibility, have this theatric politics going on, constantly be into this
Okay.
negative mode where they're agitated with the world. Rather than that,
All right, we're
let's
getting
think
in-
of
we're getting in
positive
reactions,
politics.
Shaina,
Let's
we're getting
think
in
of a way
reactions.
forward through positivity, which the public sees as a ray of hope through Narendra Modi ji and our good
All
governance
right, let's
plan.
listen in on what your state Delhi BJP head has to say. Satish Upadhyay speaking to my colleague a short while back.
We have with us Delhi BJP Chief Satish Upadhyay. Sir, today the poll bugle in Delhi will be sounded out. What can we expect from the Prime Minister's speech?
I can't say. This is up to him, what he is going to talk. Delhi is very, 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 very near to his heart. What he is going to talk, I can't say.
No, but there are several issues like giving full statehood to Delhi. Do you think most of these issues which BJP has in its manifesto find mention in today's speech?
You will come to know in manifesto only. And this is all up to him, what he is going to say. I can't predict anything.
But sir, the one of the biggest the opposition level charges against BJP is that the BJP is completely dependent on the Prime Minister and they don't have any face in the Delhi BJP to make sure that they lead the poll campaign on their own. So what do you have to say on that?
There is no doubt about it. Modi ji is our leader and he will be our leader. He will be our face. Everybody will fight election in his leadership only. There is no need of any single face.
Do you fear any stiff competition from Aam Aadmi Party?
Not at all. For me, every opposition is same, whether it is Aam Aadmi Party or Congress or anybody else.
Sir, this was Satish Upadhyay saying that, that the Modi ji is going to be the face of election in Delhi. With camera person Kripal Brijesh Pandey for headlines today.
I want to cut across to Sanket Upadhyay, our senior news editor who's right now at the Ramlila Maidan. Sanket, when Satish Upadhyay says he really doesn't know what the Prime Minister is going to say, he has no idea, he really does mean it because he really has no idea.
Well, nobody has an idea what the Prime Minister is going to do because Prime Minister believes in surprising, both his electorate as well as the media.
As well as his own party.
The Ramlila Maidan, it seems that the Bharatiya Janata Party, Preeti, has decided that they want to increase the scale of the Delhi Assembly elections. It's not just about the state, it's about the collective might that the BJP is trying to put under the leadership of on the stage right now. You have Manoj Tiwari, who's a very famous Bhojpuri actor. You have Devendra Fadnavis, the Maharashtra, who
All right,
has in fact come in here.
Sanket, we're having an audio problem.
You have other state leaders also. You have
Sanket,
Dr.
we're having an
Harshvardhan,
audio problem. We're
Jitendra
getting a
Singh.
lot of audio glitches. I would urge you to ask your video journalist to rectify those audio glitches. But we're going to come right back to Sanket when we fix his audio line. But we're getting you now these 4 images coming in from the Ramlila Maidan. Right outside, you can see heavy security at play. What you see on the left-hand side is this dais where Narendra Modi would be speaking. Well, those visuals were recorded a little earlier. And right on the right-hand side of your television screen, over 1 lakh people expected and the crowds already surging in. And on the left hand side, completely empty roads because most of central Delhi today is in lockdown mode. All roads, if you are a BJP cadre or a supporter, lead to the Ramlila Maidan. I want to come across, to Mr. Ramachandran at this point of time. Mr. Ramachandran, what Sanket was pointing out, that they want to increase the scale and actually it's a cohesive, concerted, strike there. When you look at the kind of people he has on the dais, he has the likes of Manoj Tiwari, targeting the Bhojpuri, the massive community that is in Delhi. You can hear it also all the time on FM when they're targeting. So they've been quite precise in formulating their election strategy in Delhi.
I think the first instance of the BJP working out a strategy with the RSS cadres is Uttar Pradesh. Don't forget, in 2009, they got only 10 out of the 80 seats to the Lok Sabha. And this time, with their allies, they got 73 out of 80. So it's not a joke to get that kind of numbers. And therefore, they have got a majority because most of their seats have come from the Hindi heartland or the cow belt, as you call it. So it's very significant that if they put their mind into it, they can easily, swing it in their favor.
Atushi wants to come in, but before we go across to her, I want to cut across to all the reactions that we are picking up right now. People filtering in right now, and what we are expecting is going to be a packed house at the Ramlila Maidan. You can see right there Manoj Tiwari speaking. You can see ML Khattar. You can see Devendra Fadnavis. So like we said, the dais as well completely studded with the leadership of the BJP. Let's listen in. Manoj Tiwari trying to regale the crowds.
ऐसे मिलने से हो जाएगा.
All right, let's get in other reactions also.
बसें यहाँ से जा रही हैं. कितना जोश है रैली को लेकर?
बहुत जोश है. युवाओं में, महिलाओं में, सब में बहुत ज्यादा जोश है. करीब 2000 लोग यहाँ से देवली संगम विहार से जा रहे हैं. 35 बसें पूरी भरी हैं. आप देख सकते हैं, आगे भी जाके आप बसों को देखेंगे, पूरा का पूरा जोश है. सब महिलाओं में, युवाओं में, सब में जोश है.
सब में. आपसे पूछूंगा कितना जोश है आज इस रैली को लेके, और पूरे 2000 से ज्यादा लोग सिर्फ एक विधानसभा क्षेत्र से जा रहे हैं आज.
जी, एक तो सबसे बड़ी बात मैं आपको बताऊं कि महिलाएं क्यों आई हैं, क्योंकि यहाँ पर पानी की बहुत बड़ी समस्या थी, क्योंकि यहाँ पर अनऑथराइज्ड कॉलोनी भी है. तो जब से हमारे यहाँ से रमेश विदुड़ी जी जो बीजेपी से सांसद हैं वो जीते हैं, तो तब से यहाँ पर सोनिया विहार का पानी आया है. तो ये महिलाएं अब हमारे साथ मतलब तन मन धन से साथ हैं. और सुबह सबसे पहले महिलाएं इकट्ठा हो गई थी, पुरुष और युवा तो बाद में आए हैं.
You know, Atishi, with what you're hearing, the crowds that you're seeing, you know, it would be politically astute to be a little nervous.
I think what we are seeing actually, see, when BJP has done rallies all across Delhi, BJP saw the crowds, the kind of crowds they were able to garner. How we do political mobilization in rallies like this is also very clear from the traffic advisories of the Delhi police. I think the BJP, however many buses they may manage to fill, be it from Haryana, be it from Rajasthan, be it from Western Uttar Pradesh, will still need to answer to the people of Delhi as to what they have done in the past 7 months. Why has full statehood not been given to Delhi? Why have electricity prices not been reduced? You were talking about unauthorized colonies. In fact, what you have done for unauthorized colonies is exactly what Sheila Dikshit did. Until today, people will not be able to have their registries, people will not be able to take home loans. What about vegetable prices? Vegetable prices are soaring. So what has the BJP done for the people of Delhi in 7 months? That is the question BJP
We're going to ask that question to Shaina. We're going to listen in with reactions coming in of the BJP political leadership. Then we're going to cut across to Shaina and we're going to see if we've got that audio line fixed with Sanket Upadhyay. All right, we've seemed to fix our audio line and Sanket Upadhyay right now is at ground zero. Well, this is where the story is actually emanating. It is at the Ramlila Maidan. By the end of the day, the political dynamics would be very different because in all probability, the Election Commission would have also announced dates. Sanket, what are you witnessing? It's over to you.
Well, Preeti, we can now see slowly the tempo building, and you know the point that I was making, and before I make that point, let me show you behind me, there are, you know, small troops that are actually performing locally to engage the audience. They have, I've been told, they have been preparing for the past 3 to 4 days, and that's exactly what is happening. You can see these are all supporters of the Bharatiya Janata Party. They have come from the 70 different Vidhan Sabha constituencies, and they are being made to sit constituency wise, and that is why you see that there are some blocks that are full and then there are others which are empty. So they are awaiting their particular representatives from the constituency. Now what Modi has done, now what the BJP is doing in Delhi is being done with clinical precision. What they are doing is all the Modi's men are being you know, showcased on the stage. You have Manohar Lal Khattar, a Modi pick for the state of Haryana, the Haryana Chief Minister, who is now on the stage. You have Devendra Fadnavis, a Modi pick, Chief Minister of Maharashtra, who is now on the stage. You have Manoj Tiwari engaging the audience, especially the Purabia audience of Delhi, which is a considerable vote bank in Delhi. He is you know, pandering to their particular requirements, singing songs to them, making them understand in their own dialect, in their own language. He is the MP from Delhi. That sort of engagement is happening. We are in fact seeing that more and more leaders, Dr. Harshvardhan, Vijay Goyal, this state leadership, they are being, there is a blend that is happening between, you know, the successes that Modi has had recently with the old guard. So I would conclude that as far as the BJP is concerned, the activity that is happening on the stage and here on at the Ramlila Maidan is being done with clinical precision. But another corollary, Preeti, and this is something which is food for thought, and then you can take over with the discussion with the people who are there in the studio. Modi finds this as a big challenge, particularly in Delhi. You know why? Because he is dealing with another person who operates with equal, if not more, clinical precision, the Aam Aadmi Party's chief, Arvind Kejriwal.
Well, you're right there. It is going to be a contest in Delhi where the silver slick-tongued Arvind Kejriwal and the magician with words, Narendra Modi. Well said there, Sanket. Also, the kind of people Narendra Modi has on stage, the chief ministers that he has picked, and he was the face of that very campaign. Is he trying to send across a clear message to Delhi as well with the representation of the likes of Devendra Fadnavis and ML Khattar? We'll keep tracking that. We'll come back to Shaina NC as well on answering questions posed by various political experts and Atishi Marlena from the Aam Aadmi Party on the kind of swaps that they are offering, which the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party believe that they've already done so in the past.